little Begonia. The little Begonia. That's if I had my own restaurant, which I never should, I would call it the little Begonia. Because it's little, but it's also because I live in Lille. Don't take my idea, I will come for you. I just want to say ahead of time that this video is sponsored by Skillshare, but I'll get into that a little bit later. I recently made my first cooking video. It was, you know, it wasn't a very serious matter. I was trying to blow the ass off a chicken. The recipe didn't really work according to plan. However, it was a delicious chicken, I must say. I enjoyed it for like an entire week. The stuffing had some drawbacks. If you've seen that video, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I thought it was really fun. I had a good time. I have always really enjoyed cooking and baking, but since a couple of years, I haven't done a lot of cooking and baking. So in that video, I had said, if you guys have any like quirky or silly recipes, go ahead and tweet them at me. And then in another video, I did a plant and chat a little while after that. I said that one of the things about the pandemic that's kind of getting to me is, you know, I can't travel, but one of the reasons why I love to travel is that I love trying different cuisines from different countries. My entire motivation to travel is to eat, hence why I ended up in France probably. And I had been kind of throwing around the idea of getting some foods from different countries and trying them, maybe making a video series out of that. Somebody else had a much better idea than me. Lulu's Jungle, someone that I met on Instagram, lovely girl, she's from South Wales. She decided to put, you know, 1 and 2 or 2 and 2 together, and she shared with me her great-grandmother's recipe for Welsh cakes. I want to try something new. I want to try something from a different country, and I wanted somebody to share recipes with me. This is not a silly recipe. This is just a genuinely good, wholesome grandma's recipe. She even sent me a screenshot of like the handwritten recipe that her great-grandmother wrote. I'm really excited. I'm gonna try Welsh cakes. They seem to be some kind of griddle cake from what I understand. And this whole time that I've been preparing this recipe, I thought that I was gonna bake them. And then I just discovered that I'm supposed to put them in a pan and saute them. I get to try something new. Like 1 or 2 people complained last time that I made one of these videos. The angle is, I don't like the angle that you have. Well, I don't have a lot to work with because my kitchen is like a little hallway. There aren't very many angles from which I can film. I don't have an ideal cooking video kitchen, but I do have determination and a positive spirit. And I'm here to do things that make me feel good, that make me feel happy. And if you want to join in with me on that joy and that happiness and be enthusiastic about things, you are welcome to be here with me. If you hate the angle of this shot, don't get infuriated, don't get upset. There's no reason to be mad. You know, go watch Julian Solomita, go watch one of the masters. Don't be here, is all I'm saying. So the ingredients that we are working with today, we have 230 grams of finely sifted flour. She didn't specify to sift it, but I like to sift my flour, you know. A pinch of salt, half a teaspoon of baking powder, which does seem like a lot to me for this recipe. I'm hoping these don't turn out a little like tingly in the mouth, but you know, I'm following Lulu's instructions here. All right, half a teaspoon of cinnamon. I also threw in just a little bit of nutmeg because I am a fan of nutmeg, and it's also, you know, it's December. I'm like riding that nutmeg wave, you know what I mean? 60 grams of sugar. And I also threw in a little packet of vanilla sugar. This smells so good. Oh, I love vanilla. She didn't put vanilla in the recipe, but I did. This is my time, okay? Great grandma, this is my version. She said I could put in 80 grams of raisins, but like, who does that? Nobody, that's the answer. Nobody likes raisins in anything. So I chose cranberries, dried cranberries, 120 grams of unsalted butter. I don't have a lot to say about that, it's just butter. 1 large egg, then like 1 or 2 teaspoons of milk, I suppose, to get the right consistency. So I haven't like pre-portioned my milk, but you know, we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. We should get there soon because I'm very hungry. She gave me the method, all right? Just spit. That's not, you don't want to be spitting in the kitchen. Mix the flour, salt, spice, and baking powder together. Then rub in the butter. Okay, I can do that. Add castor sugar and mix that in. Then add the raisins and the egg. Then add the milk depending on the dough. So it should look like a cookie dough, and once it's smooth and holding its shape, roll it out to, oh my God, I have to roll it out and then cut rounds? I don't have a cookie cutter. Oh my God, why didn't I read this before I started? Oh man. Okay, I have one type of cookie cutter. We're gonna have Welshmen. Okay, all right. This is why I think, you know what? Nobody ever told me that the first thing you should do when you are starting a cooking show is read the entirety of the recipe. I'm glad that I've done that now. We can do this. We have to do this fast though. Oh my God. Okay, I have an hour. We gotta go. We gotta do this. We gotta do this fast. All right, so I'm gonna mix in my spices and baking powder and pinch of salt. Then we're gonna rub in the butter. Come on, buddy. Let's go, buddy. I just coughed on my hands. Just rub it in. It's like, you know, at Christmas time when you got a better gift than your sibling, you know, like your parents just weren't feeling your sibling that year, so they got you like a PlayStation, and then they got your sister like a pair of pajamas and a little like bath kit from Bath and Body Works. You just gotta rub it in. I'm not recording. I was not recording. Okay, I'm gonna add my cranberries. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take it easy on those. Okay, I've got my little eggy waggy and a mixed ramekin. I can't believe that I just said eggy waggy. I'm really sorry about that. Seems like I think that this is a John Waters film. All right, I've never made this in my life, and I did not look up videos on how to make this, so, you know, we're flying by the seat of our pants here, all right? I need to get in there, just like... All mixed up, and a little bit of milk, she said. I think I need to go back to hands. I don't have a rolling pin. I'm so ill-equipped for this recipe. I can't believe that I undertook this determination and a positive outlook. There's absolutely no way in heck that we're gonna be able to make gingerbread men or roll this out. Like, it's just gonna be too sticky. Oh my. That's pretty good. So instead, I'm gonna make patties. I'm just gonna make little patteroonies. Let me get some wax paper after I lick all this stuff off with my hands. Wax paper, where are you? Okay, I got cranberry in my tooth. I can't. Worm, please. No, that's a nut. How do I have a? Oh, that was a big chunk of nutmeg. I might start tripping. I don't know, how big am I gonna make them? I don't know, it gives it more character when they're smushed like this. I mean, they would have a lot of character if they were in the shape of little Welshmen too. This is what we're dealing with because I didn't have the foresight to read the entire recipe before starting. Eat the rest as it is, you know what I mean? It's time to cook these bad boys up. What am I looking at? What is this? It's my fucking camera? God damn! Well, hello and welcome to another angle of my narrow kitchen. All right, I've got my pan ready. As you can see, it should be dented somewhere. I had a guest staying in my home while I was on holidays. He was taking care of my cats, and he failed to tell me that he dropped my pan on the floor. Have I replaced it yet? No, because it's a perfectly good pan. It just has a weird side. You know, we all have a weird side. I'm not buying a new pan yet. I do need new pans, but today is not the day to get into... Why is this clicking like that? Oh man, I bet it's gonna pick up that high frequency sound. A little bit of butter in there, but like not a lot, you know, because... Oh, a man overboard. Oh no. Look, I don't do this because I'm good at it. I do it because I'm having fun. So, oh, that's smoking. That's smoking. We've reached smoke point. Let's go. See See, I didn't know that I would have to film from this angle when I started because I thought I was gonna bake them. As you can see, I'm not stressed out at all and I'm having a great time. Could you please stop doing that? Stop wobbling. I need to buy new pans. I didn't know you were gonna see my pans today. I am ashamed of my pans. We're just gonna keep an eye on them. My battery's about to die. Ah! This is a lovely, Marble Queen Pothos. See, I talked about plants, so you can't, for those of you in the comments who want to complain that I didn't do a plant video, this is now a plant video. This is okay. Okay. Ooh, oh! Okay. Maybe a little hot. Oh! Those are Bernie. Tell great grandma I'm sorry. All right, oh, I think he's done. I think he's done. Why didn't I get a plate? Ah! Why is this plate dirty? Okay. That plate is dirty. That shouldn't be. Okay. This is why nobody invites me to Thanksgiving or Christmas dinners. Because they're too... This pan just... Woo! This is a good time to cut to my Skillshare ad because if it weren't for sponsors like Skillshare, I would not be able to have the money to buy new pans eventually. Take it away, Betsy. Thanks, Betsy! Skillshare is an online community of creatives who just want to take their personal journey a little bit further. There are a ton of inspiring courses on their site if you or someone you know would like to better a skill that you already have, or if you would like to learn something completely different, from finding your creative style to web development to entrepreneurship. I personally appreciate that you can follow courses when you have time, when you're feeling inspired, or when you're looking for inspiration. There's no catching up to do. You can revisit previous courses and you can work at your own pace. So here are a few courses that I can suggest based on the subject of today's video. The Basics of Meal Prep, How to Save Time and Energy in the Kitchen with Carly Page, a culinary nutrition expert and chef. DIY Food Photography, Capturing Food in Your Kitchen with Phil Ebener, a guy who I could obviously learn a few things from when it comes to cameras in the kitchen. Or Show Us Your Balls, Meatball Making in the Meatball Shop with Daniel Holtzman, a man who clearly knows his balls. Anyway, they have new courses all the time and it's only $10 a month, which I think is pretty reasonable, especially if you're looking to give somebody the gift that keeps on giving this holiday season. So if you are interested, the first 1,000 subscribers who click the link in the description below will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership. So go on, kickstart your creativity or kick somebody else, I myself could clearly take some cooking tips since I've been out of the game for so long, so I'm gonna hurry this video up so I can go get some advice from Carly Page. Back to you, Betsy. They're brown. They're not burnt. They're brown. They browned really fast. They browned faster than I expected them to. Let's try a round with no butter. It's good. We're doing well here. I mean, honestly, it is kind of cool to be like, the chef. You got your spatula that you can't. No, that's fine. And then imagine that I actually I went in the air and caught it, and I came over here, spun around on my feet, and then let's just move on. What do you think? Oh, you think that's frightening. Those things are done. Woo! I did fine. Okay. Wow. Let's go back over there to the other side of my kitchen to try these out. All right, guys, this is it. Great grandma's Welsh cakes, or my Welsh cakes based on the recipe of great grandma. Sincerely, my apologies, me. Oh! Okay, well, she said eat them when they're hot, so let's go, let's do it. Great grandma knows what's up. That is good. In spite of the fact that I really botched this whole thing by not reading the recipe, just diving right in, these are good. I am so hungry and it is so good. It is so good. They're not like pancakes. They're like cookies straight out of the oven. Like they're soft in the center, chewy in the center, but on the outside they're like crumbly and dry. They're not as dry as a scone. They're definitely more damp. Why would I use the word damp? They're more moist in the center than a scone would be. They're just perfect. This is, I want to use expletives. I could just eat these all day with like the cinnamon, the vanilla, just a hint of nutmeg. These are a really delicious holiday treat. I'm gonna take another bite and then I'm gonna finish this up. Mmm! A round of applause for Great Grandma! My neighbors have to wonder what goes on in my apartment. That's it. That's a Welsh cake recipe for you, or at least my version of it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Lulu's Jungle, for sending me your great grandmother's recipe. That's very special, and it has brought me a lot of joy. Not only this whole experience of cooking something new and different, sharing it with people and sharing my enthusiasm, but also just, you know, fulfilling my desire to eat something new and different from another country and screwing it up completely. And thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. If you have a recipe that you want to share with me, that you want to see me cook or bake on my channel, send me a tweet, you know? Send it over to me. I'll take a looky-loo and I'll read the whole thing next time, I promise. Thank you for liking this video. Thank you for commenting. I would really love to hear from you. I hope you have a great day and I'll see you soon. What time is it? Oh, I gotta go in 10 minutes.